What's up guys, it's Games1 and I was going to start this video off by blowing a whistle, but then I thought, that's kind of a dick move, so... Oh no, I was really going to say that I couldn't be bothered, but then, I got off my fat ass and did it. Now, you would have known that I previously, a couple of hours ago, made a video about the actual confirmation of COD World War 2, but we got something even bigger to dive into today, okay? So there's three main things I want to talk about, which is the box art that was released and the back of it and the topics that come with that, and mainly the new game mode that we don't know much about at all, but let's just talk about the actual box art and what the back of it says. So, Call of Duty World War 2, 3rd of November 2017, that's the release date, okay? Call of Duty returns to its roots with Call of Duty World War 2, a breathtaking experience that redefines World War 2 for a new gaming generation. Land in Normandy on D-Day and battle across Europe through iconic locations in history's most monumental war. Experience classic Call of Duty combat, the bonds of camaraderie, and the unforgiving nature of war against global power through the world into tyranny. So, that kind of takes the perspective of an American soldier, I personally believe, but this is what I really want to talk about. So there's three main sections here: the definitive World War II campaign, boots on the ground multiplayer, and high octane cooperative mode, which that is really important what you guys, okay, but we're going to get to that last because it is at the bottom. So the World War II campaign. So obviously World War II tells a story of an unbreakable brotherhood of common men fighting to preserve freedom in a world on the brink of tyranny. Players enlist in a gritty, intense journey through the battlegrounds of war. The campaign features bold, lifelike visuals with the kind of blockbuster cinematic authenticity that I'm talking like a retard today, that only Call of Duty can deliver. And I'm talking like a retard because I'm hyped. So that doesn't really tell us a lot. So really forget about that. Now the multiplayer, of course, it's boots on the ground. The multiplayer engages players grounded, fast-paced combat across many of the World War II's most iconic locations. Off the top of my head, I can think of obviously the D-Day beach that they already mentioned, Paris, Berlin, lots of places we can go, even in the Pacific, but I kind of hope they stick more to the Western Front and African campaigns. But enough about that. It goes on to say that players will also enjoy exciting new ways to interact and socialize with their friends and the Call of Duty community. That could be a whole nother video to go on, but basically that branches into, clans and more competitive little things, as well as, the contracts, how in Black Ops 3 you had contracts in a way to earn points. Now, I hope they don't have supply drops, but they probably will have something customizable, and if you do certain things, these objectives will give you points to be able to customize and unlock certain things that probably just make your guy look cooler, and I'm assuming that's the way to interact and socialize. Now, this is super retarded and strange. High Octane Cooperative. Call of Duty's World War II co-op mode unleashes a new and original story. Play with your mates, which I know you don't have any friends, but in this level, next level standalone game experience full of unexpected adrenaline pumping moments. Now, the only adrenaline pumping moments I know is, when you're not boots on the ground, when you're extra jumping the fuck out of shit. That gives me PTSD, but this... What is this going to be? Are we going to see something like in Black Ops 3, an extra sort of co-op campaign mode? Because it does say co-op. It doesn't necessarily say campaign, story-focused, or multiplayer-driven. So tell me what you think this game mode is going to be. Most likely, not going to be zombies, in my opinion. Or then again, it could be, in my opinion. My opinion doesn't mean shit right now. I think it could be either zombies, a game mode like we saw in Black Ops 3, sort of a new campaign that you get once you finish the normal vanilla campaign. Either those two or something else, like maybe what's it called? When you play like the 8-bit thing, Dead Ops Arcade. But then again, I don't think they'd advertise that on the box if it was Dead Ops Arcade. So it's definitely going to be a new co-op mode. It does say co-op, so I'm leaning more towards only 2 players, but I'm not sure. And of course, it does also say pre-order and get access to the private beta. Now, they use quite specific wording in this. If you have a look at the private beta, maybe that's just something... to make it a little bit more historical feeling. But I did want to point out that in the little section about the campaign, let me find it. It says players enlist in a gritty, intense journey. Now, what do you mean enlist? Like, am I enlisting to become part of this army? And if so, are you choosing an army to fight for? Maybe you choose to fight for the Germans or the Americans, and then there's a specific pathway in unlocking stuff in multiplayer and stuff like that. It's quite strange in the enlist enlist. The wording is quite weird. But I want to let you all know my opinions on this, and I just did. So make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and comment what you think about this, even though I don't really care about your opinion. Kidding, I kind of do. Otherwise I'm a bit bored. But please like, subscribe, and I don't know how to end videos, so where's the whistle? Oh, it's all the way over there. Well, you're lucky you don't get blown by whistle. You get blown by other things.